We are saddened to announce the sudden death of Superintendent of Police Burton Deterville, also known as Bouton, of Daniel Riviere Belmont Dennery, who passed away on Thursday, February 16, 2023, at 11:45 a.m. at the OKEU Hospital. He was 51 years old. He was a member of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force for 31 years. He was also a director with the Royal St. Lucia Police and Allied Services Cooperative Credit Union Limited. He was predeceased by his father, Cyril Michel of Mondador Castries. Left to mourn, his wife, Sharon Eugene, also known as Jovita, of Daniel Riviere, front office manager at Harmony Marina Suites. Mother, Annette Deterville Joseph of Desgarzons, Grand Riviere. His 3 children, Tamika Bourchard Deterville of Daniel Riviere, Teller at Carrot Fix, Timiqua Bourchard Deterville of Daniel Riviere, Junior Sales Executive at Sandals Le Talk, Timiquan Bourchard Deterville of Daniel Riviere, student of the St. Lucia ST Academy, Sunny Acres. Grandson, Zaire Zeo Oles of Daniel Riviere. Adopted daughter, Jahida Yudovic from the UK. Brothers, Jose Deterville of Rhino Construction, Noah Joseph, both of Desgarzons, Dennis Francis of Marico, SPC 9 of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Michael Antoine of Castries, employed with the Rodney Bay Marina. Sisters, Cheryl Edwin of Mondor, Bernadette Fulshire of Desgarzons, Sabrina Nicholas of Sunbelt, employed at the Department of Labor, Tara Lee Adonis of Desgarzons, supervised at Massey Stores, Rodney Bay. Mother-in-law, Octavia Eugene, also known as Ina of Daniel Riviere Belmont. Father-in-law, Elias Eli, also known as Amigo of Daniel Riviere Belmont. Sons-in-law, Liebert Ollis of Belmont, Tyler Edwardson, employed of Sanders Grand. Godchildren, Adia Lynch and mother Sin Addis Lynch, residing in Tortola, Lonetta Melton, Garan Eugene in Martinique, Alicia in France. Brothers-in-law, Sobers Eugene, also known as Big Joe, Roger Eugene, also known as West, Gaius Eugene, also known as Yayai, Olive Daniel Riviere, Rensburg Eugene, also known as Grange, residing in the UK, Stanislaus Fulshire of Grosley, Lazarus Toussaint of Mondor. Sisters-in-law, Marcia Eugene, Pauline Abraham, both residing in Martinique, Juliana Eugene of Daniel Riviere, Brandele Eugene, residing in the UK, Vernia Danzig in France, Clarita Blanchard James in Connecticut, USA, Remena Francis of Sunbelt. Uncles, Nicolas Deterville of Grand Riviere Dennery, Wally Deterville of Larissus V4, Angelina Noel of Grand Riviere Dennery, Loretta Prince and family of Richford Dennery, Balbina Adams, also known as Crystalline or Crystal of the U.S., Barthelina St. Rose of Bocage. Nephews, Tavari Stanislas of Sunbelt, student at University in Morocco, Kasim Doxson of Degazon, student at the St. Mary's College. Nieces: Dracia Deterville, Nisa Antoine, Faith and Shanta Tusa, Gemma Fulcher, Naomi St. Remy of Sunbelt, employed with the Ministry of Finance. Cousins: Cleas Deterville, Blandina Deterville, Bobby Deterville and Viviana Cox, children of deceased Norwich Deterville of Bexon. Omanta Noel, Derek Noel, Michaela Noel, Waveney Fulgens, Louisa Fulgens, Denver Fulgens, and Conibert Fulgens, all residing in Granivier Dennery. Denisha Deterville, Neva Deterville, Matthias Deterville, Lindsay Deterville, and Jamila Deterville of Granivier Dennery. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Benson Deterville and family, John Henry and family of LaClary. Jane Joseph, also known as Sheila and family of Babonneau. Also left to mourn members of the government of St. Lucia, including Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Finance, Economic Development and the Youth Economy. Other members of the government of St. Lucia, including Deputy Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Ernest Tiller, Honorable Sean Edwards, Parliamentary Representative for Dennery North, Honorable Richard Frederick, Honorable Jeremiah Norbert, Speaker of the House Honorable Claudius Francis, Governor General His Excellency Mr. Cyril Errol Charles, members of the St. Lucia Royal Police Force, including Commissioner of Police Mrs. Cressida Descamps-Pelios, former Commissioner of Police Mr. Severin Mosheri, Deputy Commissioner of Police Mr. Ronald Phillip, ACP Mashama Seeley, ACP George Nicholas, members of the Special Branch, including Assistant Superintendent of Police Mr. Ernesto Emmanuel, WPC 286 Justin, Ms. Bellas and Mr. Glenn Wells, members of the Drug Unit, especially WPC Sarah Simeon, WPC Jayan Emmanuel, and Mano of the Old Drug Squad, and Mr. Antoine, also known as Bok of Jackmill. Members of the Special Services Unit, including Corporal Nigel Noel, China, and Officer Mouse. Members of the Complaints Unit, Criminal Investigations Department, Ancillary Police Station, Marigot and Canaries, Central Police Station, Beat and Patrol. Also left to mourn other families: the Deterville family of Granivier Dennery, Larissus V4, Denier Riviere, Bexor and Dennery, the Wilfred family of Montparnasse Dennery, the Joseph family of Marisol Groselet, Mayers and Simon families from Granivier Dennery, including Cuthbert Mayers, residing in New York, Marie Linus and family in the UK, Sister Gertrude and family residing in the UK, Janine Deterville and family in the US, the Eugene family of Denier Riviere, Burton Deterville and family in the US, Martin James and family from Castries, ex-member of the police band, Griffith family from Lacaille Dennery, Catherine Donnelly, also known as Lightning, and Zekla, residing in St. Croix, William family from Gadet and Denier Riviere, Richard family from Richford, Yolanda and family in the U.S., Jerry Cox and family in the U.S., Christopher Eugene and family in Barbados, the Isaac family from Bexon, George Eugene from Larissus Dennery, the Richard family from Denier Riviere, Indian and family from Belmont Denier Riviere, adopted brother Marshall Martha, also known as Aubrey from Denier Riviere. Mary Eugene, also known as Eula of Belmont, Denny Riviere, also left to mourn his close friends. Bradley Fulgens, regional manager at Cage Caribbean from Olean Dennery. Cage staff, 3S Bar, also Cage Rodney Bay branch. Lucia Seria from the US. Angus Dossety of Grosley. Penn of DYP Band. Andre Rosemond, technician from Cicero. Johan Cools, technician from Goodlands. Georgeline Christopher, youth and sports officer from Lakai Dennery. Jameson, also known as Wasco. Della and teacher Sharon of Sharon Play and Learn Center. Kissa MacDonald, residing in Kubarel. Bryce in the UK. Irvin Smith, residing in the Virgin Islands. Fadi of 758 Cafe in Rodney Bay. Cecilia from Olean. Sarah Brown from Canada. Cornelius Fulci, also known as Kaye. Eric, bus driver, residing in L'Abbaye. Christophe Augustus, also known as 44, of Granivier Dennery. Sandra, owner of Sandra's Place at the Dairy. Felicia Joseph, Alicia Joseph, Tercel Charlie and her sons Adnan and Adele. Police Constable 220 Monry, also known as Tanner. Police Constable 460 St. Rose. Police Constable 580 Sealy. Aisha, vendor by La Place Salazar in Castries. Winnie and Valence from Granivier Grosley. Management and staff of Harmony Marina Suites Rodney Bay. Benny and Son from Soufriere. Class of 89 of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Police Constable 738 Denny Antoine from Millet. Kent, Delia, Joan, Jackie, Esther, Charlie, Sion, Cinco, Miller, Clem, Nico, Jameson, Snakeman, Chris, Dawn, Darrell, Bremy, Celeste, Peter, Jeff, Martinez, Georgie, Harry, DJHP, Brizo, Moses, Mikey, Curtina, Mike, Trim from the St. Lucia Shooting Association, Jaim from Grand Ravine Dennery, host of 911 Platform, Dr. Tobias, and other friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service for the late Superintendent of Police Burton Deterville will take place on Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, known as the Cathedral. Tributes begin at 1 p.m., and the funeral service begins at 2 p.m. The body will be laid to rest at the Shock Cemetery in Castries. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, Vidbourg, Castries. May he soar with the angels. Rest in peace, our beloved Burton.